Alright, everybody, so today we got something special. Mrs.Native is going to make some flatbread with fire, so you got 2 process on and continues to do it here. Hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned.
Hey guys. Hi guys, so we got here is flour, baking powder, vanilla salt. Honestly, this is actually all to my standards that I love to make. I can just get started with product savvy. And the flour, all that out. Start rolling. Based on my time, my flour bowl has flour in it. It's fine, but I don't too much in it. And so anyone who doesn't know, flour is also something that the natives would use at certain times when they were making those pre-sparks from the fires. Because it's really awesome, but come on, I'll leave it. Only one extra. That's my hand stuff. So I do about 6 scoops of flour to begin with. Now I got to out it so I can make the baking powder and the salt mill. I just want to also and honestly, I never remember anything. No part only 2 just to save one extra, but I have been baking very young, so measuring something I should have done. I'm going to do this early. I just want to taste feel everything. And I'm going to use about this much baking powder, only because you really don't need that much. If you use too much, it's going to not be what you want to do. The consistency is also important. You need a perfect consistency for fire because, you know, it's just not going to work out the way you want to. It's not going to work. And it's not going to work. I'm going to fire with my love. Now, scoop the right sauce and pound rice. I'll scoop the salt and I'll sprinkle it in. I'm only coming in because I don't want to make it too salty. So you need the salt to make it the consistency that you need. You cannot do this without salt. But having right now, I'm not really too much because you just need enough. Here it is. We're at 11. That's all. Baking powder and flour. No second. I'm going to do it one time because I don't want to put too much in, but not be the consistency it's you want it to be a dough. You don't want it to be a goopy, yucky kind of yuck. Yuck. Does that make sense? I love baking, I love cooking, and baking and cooking are between 2 things I love on the days and I love most. You can just fit together, and it works. And I'm doing a little bit of flour because I'm going to put my hands, and that's how I make the dough. That's what I'm going to do with this. If you want to step out, don't worry about the mess. You're outside. Have a bowl me. I'll take off soon and start rolling around. That pressure for a minute. And then my music music garden. This is music from my pride. Yes, they're all equal, but sometimes they're different notes. Some things are different. And we'll go to
And Acorn just hit the tarp and Monster jumped. And then kind of just what I do is the more it falls off, the more I rub in. If it's sticky or any kind of real runny, doughy type stuff, I make sure I just continuously, I continuously just put flour on it and make it into the dough that it needs to be. I roll it in my bowl. I tend to roll it around for a little bit, mostly because I want a certain consistency with my bread. Others may just want some dough bread, but for me, I have to have it a certain way. And that sounds kind of bad, but it's the truth. It's my insides, my stomach and stuff don't really comprehend certain things. So having to do certain things differently than most people is kind of a nuisance. We'll grab a little bit more flour. By little, I meant like a handful. For anyone who says, that's not little. No, it's not. Then I try to spread it out on the flour that I just put in the bowl so it's easier to separate. What you want is you want this big piece of chunky dough. And as you can see, most of the flour, when you move it around, pops off. So it's not really like a big deal. What I tend to do is I will split it right here in the middle. The ends were sticky, so I put some flour on them. And then what I'll do again is split in the middle. And every time you split it, the insides are sticky. That's gonna happen no matter what you're doing. But I like to flat it and roll it underneath the other dough where I have the flour in the bowl. It saves on using more flour, so I'll just put the flour in the bowl and then use as much as needed, and if I need more, I need more. If I don't need any more, then I don't need any more. And then I'll space it out, I'll fold it up, I'll make it super thick, then I'll roll it around a little bit. Try to get a lot of the excess flour that's not needed to make it cook off. And then I'll space it out, see if there's any sticky, and then roll with it. I don't have a rolling pin, I don't have a mat, I don't have a cutting board. I have my hands, a bowl, a ground, and a plate. Which is the way I prefer it. I'm not one of these housewives that needs all these kitchenwares, all these items to make food. No, no, that's not me. I am a country bumpkin, I'm a backwoods girl, and this is pretty much the way I like to cook. I love cooking on the fire. I love making food for my family, because I'll cook for my boys and I'll cook for my man. And as long as they're happy with my cooking, it's all that matters. With the heat and everything else, you want it to be semi-hot, but not like scorching, oh, it's going to burn in like 2 seconds kind of hot. Tends to be a pain. And I will say that safety is everything. We are 100% safe with everything we do, and have always been. So yeah, I roll it in like a tube kind of thing, almost like you would make cookies kind of way. I twist, I roll, I squish. I put it in the flour because there's some jelly part that I needed to squish out. And then I just work my way around it. When I put it on the pan, I do spread it out with my fingers. Bam. See, you want that kind of golden sandwich-like coated side. You don't want it to be dark and black and everything else. So it's one of those things, you want enough heat to it to where it can bake. But you don't want to scorch it. So you don't want all of this fire underneath it. I have more than enough heat coming out of this fire right now that it's actually cooking it, rising it, and making it all at the same time. So it's nice. It's convenient. That's definitely a word for it. And I'll get flour everywhere. I'm actually already covered in it, so. But who cares? I'm in the woods. I'll just go wash off by the river. So I have nature safe soap. It's like tea tree oil and argan oil. That's that kind of stuff. I don't like to use chemical soap out here because it harms the environment, and I'm very big about not harming the environment, so I don't like scorching the environment on my own. This one was a bit more doughier, so I had to work it through. It needed a little bit more of this. Take some more. Yeah, covered in flour. I don't even care. I am one of those people that don't particularly care about how I look. I'm just not into being that girly. I never really have been, only because I was raised to be more than a woman. And I'm very happy the way I was raised, because I'm a special kind of woman. I can do many things that men can do, and I can do many things that men can't do. So that's kind of it, and I'm pretty sure that's why he's so in love with me, why he loves me, and why we're married, because I can put up with his ass. There's still actually quite a bit of heat going to that pan, so... Sorry. I can't see the front of the camera, so I don't know how that looks. Yes, fire's hot, fire bad. No matter where you are, fire's gonna be hot. It's gonna be intense. It's gonna be a pain. I'm one of those people that used to be like that. So it's kind of one of those things, don't be afraid of the fire. Be cautious about fire, but don't be afraid of it.
Alrighty, everybody. So that was the wife making flatbread on the fire. So until next time, get out there, be a native, and go beast.